Okay. So I repeat this question. So this is yet another example of why do we even have to learn maths? So what is that meaning of translation of a function, or translation of to the left or right, or translation to vertical shift to go up or down. Now in this case, a pumpkin catapult is used to launch a pumpkin vertically into the air. The function h. So h stands for h of t. So how many seconds pass by in the beginning from 0. So that's ht. So many of you get confused with that. What is ht? It's just that the height of when the pumpkin is thrown in the air, you want to say after 2 seconds, how high is okay? So now consider what happens if the pumpkin had been launched at the same time, but from a platform. This is where it's so confusing. What is it? From a platform 30 feet above the ground. So let the function g, so the new one is g function, represent the height gt. So what is g is, they are thrown at the same time. So if this is the catapult which is right here, another catapult is 30 feet above. So from there it is thrown. But they both are thrown at the same time. So one from down, from. And the good thing is the graph already gives a nice picture. Look at this. Okay? You see this? This is how many seconds pass by from the beginning when the pumpkin is thrown in there. It's like I just throw that. There you go, it's gone. It takes 2 seconds falling down there, right? So something like this. So when the pumpkin is thrown up in the air, this is the main one. It goes all the way. At 2 seconds, it reaches the maximum 66. Can you see that? 2 is 66. So what is that? This basically means the beginning one was h, right? So this means it is h of 2 is 66. Got it? So the height after 2 seconds, when the pumpkin is thrown in the air, is 66. Got it? Then after another 2 seconds, of course 2 and little. So that means that's the path of the original. That's ht. Don't worry about the expression. But the second one is 30 feet above. Can you see this? This is 30 feet above. So when you throw, the time is the same. They are both thrown at the same time. So every time you will see the next graph will be 30 feet more than what was the beginning. Make sense? Watch this. So this is 66. You can clearly see this is 66, right? And because this one is 30 feet above, so at any time, the height of the second one, that is g, the height of that one, look at this, 96. So this is g of 2 is, it is 96, right? See the graph, it is 96, right? So the height of the second catapult when the pumpkin is thrown in the air, the height is 66. This is 66, but it's same as, I can write this as 66 plus 30, but the 66 is already h of 2. So this is h of 2. Can you see that? So I want you to write this part now. Just below that, can you write in the notebook that g of 2, that's the point, g of 2 so after 2 seconds, the catapult which is 30 feet above the ground, the height after 2 seconds is 96. And the 96 can be written as 66 plus 30. And 66 actually is h of 2. Do you see that h of 2? Yes or no? Correct? So it is h of 2. So that means what did you learn from here is that at any time, this part, that is g of 2, this is the second one. This is the second catapult which is 30 feet above the original one. So at any moment g of t, it's always the whatever the height of the original one, that is h of t, and then plus so you get a formula there. Put this in the box. That's all you're supposed to know. Did you learn something from here? So all of you should know why gt equals ht plus 30. It means the graph translates 30 feet above or up. Is that okay? Are you getting? So the graph shifts 30 feet above. No matter what, look at this. So this was 0, right? Now this is 30 feet above, correct? So at any moment, let's say this point was 50. Look at this. This was 1 second. In 1 second, this was 50, right? That means at that moment, this height, so in 1 second, the height at 50 plus 30 is 80. Is that okay? Can you see that, 80? So you're just adding 30 every time. I'll take another example. Look at this point. This is in 3 seconds, the height is 50 here. This is 3 is 50. You don't graph it. I know it takes a long time because I should have given you a kind of handout. So this is 3 is 50, but then the second one, this height is at the same time. The time is the same, the input is the same, but the output changes. The output is 50 plus 30 is 80. So this is 80. How did we get 80? It's because you're just adding this part, 30. Can you see that 30? Here also, can you see this 30? So everything goes 30 up. Can you see this is 30? Yes or no? So this is what the goal is, that the graph translates 30 feet above, up. Did you get this one? Thumbs up who got it. So the understanding is so nice and beautiful here is, okay, everything shifts 30 feet above to whatever the original one. But the one thing is you see the graph and you understand. But do you understand this writing? So gt equals ht, that's the confusing thing. So gt is ht plus 30. So the ht is the original, this is the original height, this is the original height, and then you just add 30 to it. And I'm coming to the last part and we are done, okay? With what? Let me wipe this off. Hopefully you have taken note of this. Okay, so remember how it works? Now I'm gonna clean this off. Let's take this off. Don't worry. There's another question is, the second time, I have not displayed to you yet. There is another catapult which does not start at the same time. It starts by just looking at it, you know, there's another graph. Anybody would like to share? What do you see with the K graph? Do you see another graph here? What do you see there in related to the first one? Just guess, what do you think? So I want you to focus only on the orange graph. Let's see. So this is the orange. I want you to focus with this graph to the green graph. So let me make this as the green. Don't worry about the H. This graph is K. My question to you is, what do you think must have happened? This H, the orange color, HT, the height of the first catapult. And the green, what do you think is happening here? Anybody? somebody done? At least one student can.
It shifted over 5 times.
Okay, very good. I appreciate. What did you write? I'll just write whatever you wrote. Okay. What happened to the second? How did you get the green graph? Green graph is, let's put it like this. What is that? Green graph. Graph. And what is the name of the graph? K. Let's put KT. Okay. But the name of the person KT, KIAT. So the green graph, did you say translates? Or did you say shift?
I said shift.
Okay, I'll use the same one. Green graph KT is graph, or I don't know how to put it, okay. It's the graph that is, or is shifted. I think I'll use the word as the past tense. Shifted graph of orange color. What is the orange color? HX, right? Oh, sorry, HD. Is that okay? So the green graph that you see is the shifted graph of the orange graph. How many units to the right? How many places did you go to the right? By 5 units to right. Is that okay? Do you believe me? Everybody believes that? What is your name?
Alexa?
Can everybody agree with Alexis? Nobody's agreeing. Thumbs up who agree with her. And you can see, our eyes are there to see, oh, it's just a common sense, he's saying. She see this is 2, she sees this 2, correct? Can you see this 2? And then she saw this is 7. And clearly it is gone. 2 plus 5, 7. Nobody's saying yes. Correct? So the maximum, the height of the first catapult is after 2 seconds is 60 C, but there's another one. So what does that, my question to all of you, what is that means? What do you think must have happened here? One is, because God gave us eyes, you saw the graph has shifted 5 units to the right, because you see it, right? But my question, in real life, what is that? What must have happened? Can we go a little beyond that? What do you think must have happened? You want to say anything? What about you? Yeah, you want to say something? No? Okay, watch this. Now, this is the start, right? This is the beginning. And this point has shifted here. Do you at least agree here? Can you see this? What is that basically means to you? Is there's another pumpkin catapult, which the pumpkin is being thrown in the air. How many seconds from here to here? How many seconds have passed from here to here? Do you see that? So that means 5 seconds passed, and then there's another catapult K. So this is the third one. So this one is thrown in the air 5 seconds later. Make sense? So the green graph is the graph, this graph is KT. This KT stands for, so KT stands for, can you write down this? This is very important, okay? Let's write that. So this is because of our common sense, you see the graph has shifted 5 units to the right, but how do you write here is KT stands for height of the third catapult. Height of the pumpkin thrown in the air. Pumpkin thrown in the air. Thrown in the air from third catapult. So there's another one. 5 seconds later. see what it means is, so the green graph, that is the KT, what does this KT stand for? Look at this point, KT. So what does this means is, K at 7, K of 7 is 66. Look at the 66. It means it is the height of the pumpkin thrown in the air by the third catapult 5 seconds later. So that means if this is 2 is 66, this is 7 is 66. They have the same height. You see that? So what I want you to write here is, this 66, this is the same as this height. Watch this. This 66 is same as it is 66, correct? Yes or no? So that 66 is the height. This is h of 2 is 66. So this one I will write h of 2. Again I repeat. So at this point, just below that, I know you don't have a graph. In your notebook, you can just write down. After this, you write down K7. That means 7 seconds. After 7 seconds, the height of the pumpkin thrown in the air from the third catapult is 66. Did you get it, what I said? See the words coming out of my mouth. What does this stand for? After 7 seconds, height of the pumpkin thrown in the air from the third catapult is 66. Got it? So that means 66 here. But the same height was already being obtained, or the same height was there done by the first one. That means at 2 seconds. So that's why I put h of 2. Do you agree here? Nobody say yes.
Yes.
H of 2. And this part, now see the beautiful thing happening here. This is same as h of, I can write this 7 minus 2. Do you agree? So this one is 7 minus 2. What? Because I made a mistake. 7 minus 5. That's the mistake I did here. So K of 7 is 66. But 66 is H2. Okay? But 2 can be written as 7 minus 5. Do you see that 7 minus 5? So what it means is, let me use this is, and this is 5. So what did we learn from here is, again I repeat, and I'm finishing and we are done. I repeat, last time I'm saying this, the height of the pumpkin after 7 seconds of the pumpkin thrown from the third catapult is 66, but we do know that 66 also is the height of the first catapult, or the first pumpkin thrown from the first catapult, that is h of 2, you can say h of 2. And this 2, I try to write it in this form, 7 minus 5. Now the question is, why did I write 7 minus 5? Because 7 minus 5 is 2. Nobody is saying yes. So finally, what you learn is the conclusion part. That's the main thing now. So that means K of t. So that means this means at any time the K of t. So the green color. I'm gonna use the green. The height of the third pumpkin thrown from the third is equals. So this equals whatever the original was. H is the original one. The orange color, that's the orange color, into, what should I write here? So if it is t, what do I write here? If this was 7, can you see 7 minus 5? Do you see this? If it is 7, it is 7 minus 5. So that means if it is t, what should I write here? So this green color will be like this. minus, can you see that the same thing I'm using? Minus 5. You see that? So everybody gets confused with why did we put this minus 5? It means the height of the third pumpkin thrown is same as, at any time, that height is same as the height 5 seconds before. Do you see this? I repeat this. If you understand this, there's so much deep meaning. What I'm trying to say is, the third one was thrown 5 seconds later, so at any moment, the height will be always same as whatever the original one, but 5 seconds before. So you have to subtract t minus 5. Do you see this? So she said, Alexia said, Rebecca, it just moved 5 units right, correct? Did you say that? So now no more saying that it moves 5, so just put minus 5. You see that how it works? So just, students think just because it is moving to the right, students say it is plus 5. That's not correct. So because it is moving right, you have to still say it is minus 5. Because 5 minutes, seconds before, it's the same output. Did you get it? Thumbs up who got it what I said. Let's see. Okay, I guess some of you got lost. I know this is not easy. It's not easy. It's like if you open your ears, then you get it. If you are playing with your phone and you just get distracted, I can't force nobody to learn here. It's just from my side, I just wanted to know, okay, Alexis says, oh Rebella, why you are making such a big thing? It is moving to the right, so just put opposite, minus 5. That's how students are being taught everywhere, okay? Did you hear what I said? So the teachers, every school, you know what they tell? Okay, the graph shift 5 to the right, just put the damn minus to the opposite. But that's not how you should be learning. You should just say, hey, that moment the output is same as the output, this output, 5 seconds before. That's why we put that minus 5. Make sense? Whatever. So that is the understanding on how this works. So what I did is, I want somebody to help me to pass this thing. You may not get time, but I am just pass this at the back quickly. Write your name. There's one problem. 10 minutes only. 10 minutes work. What we did right now is already on one side, and on the other side is what you're supposed to do. It should say 2.3. Do you see 2.3? Yes or no? So I'm just doing this part I did in the other class. So 2.3 is the task which you are supposed to do there. Yes, please. You can see I'm posting in the Google Classroom. Task 2.3. It's just a 10-minute thing. You can just do it right now. So this 2.3 right here. Go to the Google. Everybody go to the Google Classroom. Click on the one that says 2.3. See, this is what you're supposed to do. I know we have less time. What time we finish? 11:05. Yeah. 11:05, right? We have only 4 minutes. Watch this. I know there's not much time. Click on the link there. So the one that we were doing, can you put off that? Just close.